That too cold, you gon' fuck around child. Off this way, too hot, don't stack too cold, you gon' fuck around child. Off this way, doing all these shows, I've been on the road, I don't care why I go to come, cause I get paid. Doing all these shows, I've been on the road, I don't care why I go to come, cause I get paid.
Since the Wild Rubin party, 50 Cent has made it obvious that that's not my boy anymore. His remarks imply a serious matter rather than only a change in mood. Whatever happened that night, it was a real change, he said. According to him, the issue seems to be more significant than simply industry politics. After a widely shared video clip became viral online, the anxiety really increased. It shows Lil Baby sporting a tank top and flaunting new tattoos on his thighs. The pink belt he wore was even more noticeable. The video quickly went viral, generating a lot of discussion and analysis. For 50 Cent, this went beyond tattoos and clothes. He interpreted it as an indication of something more serious, compelling him to publicly draw a boundary. His response demonstrates how instants on the internet can suddenly become declarations about image and loyalty.
You know, and you see things like the white party be there, and then they have Lil Baby like in a sandwich. They're hugging him from the front and the back and stuff.
Baby is absolutely one of the best human beings in the planet. All right, we're at a party, everyone's drunk. You know, it's a 13-hour party. People drink a lot of alcohol.
The internet has jumped right in and has been critiquing Lil Baby from every side. The unique appearance of getting thigh tattoos without getting any on the upper body is being pointed out by many. No arm sleeves, no chest piece, nothing. You skipped the whole top floor and went straight for the basement. Read one of the most popular tweets, and the jokes haven't stopped since. However, the tale doesn't end there. 50 Cent has recently been promoting his own idea as to why Baby appears to be different. He thinks there was a single point in time that caused the change. His attention is on the upscale Hamptons party hosted by Michael Rubin, which is known to attract famous people. A video of Lil Baby was captured on camera at the occasion, and it became viral on the internet. He was shown being embraced from behind in the video, but 50 Cent took it differently than others. That, to him, was a pivotal moment. Baby's entire vibe altered at that precise moment. According to his framing,
It's 100 people at the party, we in the middle of 100 people. There's nothing weird we could be doing in a party.
in social media, investigators are already delving deeply, bringing up previous videos and side-by-side images to contrast Lil Baby's appearance before and after that evening. A difference in his vigor that summer evening is cited by many as evidence of the apparent alteration. 50 Cent claims that this goes beyond fashion choices or Lil Baby's recent interest in tattoos. What began as whispers has turned into loud discussion, with individuals certain that something happened at that party. In order to keep their position at the top, he portrays it as a humiliating ceremony, the sort of dubious initiation that rappers are said to undergo. He saw that party as a challenge, not merely a get-together. Bigger questions have been raised by that theory. At Michael Rubin's ostentatious white party, what actually transpired? Why does Rubin spend so much time with up-and-coming rap artists? Furthermore, is there more going on behind the scenes than first appears? Online disputes are currently being fueled by these conversations. However, before delving further into the rumors surrounding that night, it's important to consider, while Lil Baby is trending once more, his new tattoos were the first thing to draw notice to him. These were not just any ink smudges, they were his very first, and they were deposited directly on his thighs. Fans' reactions were varied right away. The fact that Lil Baby has stated in interviews time and time again that he would never get tattoos makes it much more shocking. The fresh tattoo images are being posted with old videos of him pledging to avoid getting ink. Some see it as merely a minor fashion shift. Many people link it to that night in the Hamptons, but for others, it's evidence that something or someone has been influencing him.
50 Cent is trying to separate himself from the industry, like he doesn't have to party with them. You guys have to understand, they had a party with men walking around with their butt cheeks out, like Keke Palmer.
When Lil Baby debuted 9 South carved over one leg and Baby across the other, he formally broke with his knowing policy by 2025. With the comment, back in that mode, he shared the ensemble on Instagram, sporting shorts that didn't conceal much. There was more to the surprise than the obvious arrangement of the pictures, which emphasized the bold text that ran across his legs. A massive CBFW tattoo that ran down his lower left leg was also visible. The size alone attracted attention when it was first spotted in a 4th of July post. Fans were raving about it in conjunction with the new thigh designs. Online discussions swiftly made the disclosure a popular topic within hours. Reactions were flooding in, others called it a ritual. Some were direct, ordering him to stop wearing short shorts altogether. Others accused him of caving into industry pressure. The most notable thing was that people were discussing the artwork and wondering what it may represent to untrained eyes. It appeared to be merely a shift in fashion. However, it raised suspicions about covert intentions and potential influence. From influential groups, many blamed it on the summer white party, claiming it was the most obvious proof yet that Lil Baby had changed course. Then another tape appeared. While the commotion was dying down, the identical shorts, sleeveless shirt, and pink belt that had gone viral were worn by Lil Baby when she took the stage. To ensure that the audience could fully see the new tattoos on his thighs, he kept pulling his shorts up during the performance.
Mike. Man, Mike.
Come hug you right now. Come and hug you. Big hug.
With viewers pausing, zooming, and replaying segments from all angles, the video soon gained popularity. It was Lil Baby's apparent conscious highlighting of his new tattoos, not merely his attire, that caught people's notice. People were talking about that detail all the time. Many of the comments on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter echoed 50 Cent's prior concerns. There was a growing idea that Lil Baby has changed after going to Michael Rubin's all-white party in the Hamptons. Longtime admirers claim that the change in his demeanor and energy is too noticeable to be written off as a mere fashion makeover. It's like seeing someone completely different take center stage for them. His every action is now being watched closely. The responses on the internet have been direct and unvarnished. Michael Rubin has already demonstrated to you that Lil Baby is his son, one commentator commented. Why look surprised? Further, another post ridiculed the widely shared hug scene and questioned its true significance. With thousands of identical comments saturating social media, the larger topic became unavoidable. The tone of the discourse made it plain that fans are skeptical and that the jokes are offensive. What was the specific event of that extravagant Hamptons party? What made 50 Cent warn Lil Baby against approaching Michael Rubin too closely? That warning is beginning to seem more like a serious remark to many people than just trolling.
I hear that you say that you don't have any tattoos at all.
Nope. That was really my only reason, like, for being younger. Like, I don't want no tattoos. I know I'm gonna have something to do when I get older.
Yes, sir.
With my money, and I don't want to be like a thug.
And this is the beginning of it all. One of Michael Rubin's well-known all-white parties was held in the Hamptons back in 2023. The lineup of guests, which included Kim Kardashian, Beyonce, Tom Brady, Jay-Z, and Lil Baby, resembled a pop culture lineup. Champagne was flowing, cameras were flashing constantly, and networking was at its peak. Then came the moment that sent social media into a frenzy. NBA player Kyle Kuzma and Rubin were seen hugging Lil Baby. In a widely shared picture, online discussion was inexhaustible due to the body language alone. 50 Cent's response, however, was what truly made it a larger story. He added his own insightful commentary to the picture when he reposted it. 50 wasn't holding back with his caption. See? He wrote, "Is the reason I don't attend any events that puffy? And they are at, what the F is going on?" He added, "Get the F off of my young man," after which the comment section was in stitches, with many people admitting that he echoed what others were already thinking. His response made the photograph a headline. Shortly after, another image from the same evening became widely shared. This one included Lil Baby being hugged by Michael Rubin from behind, which many people online characterized as an uncomfortable closeness. Fans found it more difficult to ignore the situation as a result of the new aspect, which further increased curiosity. Then Lil Baby added his own spin. Just when it seemed like the noise couldn't get any louder, laughing off the pictures, he uploaded a video to Instagram of him and Rubin aboard a private plane. The questions surrounding the incident didn't go away as quickly for many who saw. Despite their jokes about it being harmless fun,
I done lost everything, I never lost myself. That's when I let this nigga do this. We finna let Lil Baby come out here in his booty coochie short and just pop out with his hand in his mouth slit and just, yeah, that's just what we doing.
and the rumors merely got louder rather than being put down. 50 Cent reiterated that this was the reason why you would never see him at such events. He saw it as avoiding situations that may be inflated into something greater than they actually were. Not as being antisocial. There have been suspicions about these high-profile, invite-only events for years. But many people weren't laughing when he called them trolling. They felt more like covert initiations, exams that artists must pass to continue moving up the industry ladder, rather than parties. As people have long whispered, Lil Baby's circumstances appeared to fit those hypotheses exactly. In the eyes of many, they saw it as yet another ritual occasion. Level up rituals, or the unwritten measures artists must follow to guarantee their position at the top, were a recurring topic in online conversations. Lil Baby quickly became the center of attention as that story quickly gathered traction. He was finally forced to answer by the demand. He was clear that he didn't want his name to be linked to conspiracy theories. In an interview with Lil Yachty's podcast, Baby acknowledged that the constant memes and jokes about him and Rubin annoyed him. He disclosed that in order to obtain access to the party surveillance footage, he even gave Rubin a direct call. His intention was to prove that nothing improper occurred, thereby ending the rumors for good. This is where things get complicated. Despite obtaining the video, Baby never made the entire thing publicly available. That decision instantly increased conversation. Many asked, why keep it secret if the recording clears him? Refusing to disclose it simply increased skepticism among critics.
Since we had 5 girls, she was like, up, all y'all get in the shower.
Mike. Man, Mike.
I'm gonna come hug you right now. Come and hug you. Big hug. Get out and love each other.
Now this the motherfucker did it though. See, this the motherfucker did it. Hey, man.
Lil Baby maintained that there was no conflict between him and Rubin despite the criticism. In fact, he was very complimentary of him, calling Rubin a good influence in his life. However, Baby's response to the question of how precisely Rubin had inspired him was ambiguous. He acknowledged that, although he couldn't fully articulate it, he had. That only strengthened misgivings about their relationship. For many onlookers, Rubin, however, didn't stand by and let the story circulate. In an interview, he took aim at the widely shared images and dismissed the dispute as unimportant. Nothing out of the ordinary happened that night, he said. He gave a straightforward explanation, saying that everyone had been drinking and that the photos were exaggerated. However, this is where things became complex. In defending himself, Rubin talked extensively about Lil Baby in a tone that some found odd. It nearly sounded like admiration that went beyond casual friendship to some observers. Rubin's just drinks justification didn't convince critics either, and that response triggered further online discussions, particularly among those who already questioned his account of events. Many people did not believe that the intimacy depicted in those pictures was due to alcohol. People were worried because Rubin appeared to be very interested in establishing connections with rappers, given that he doesn't even work in the music industry. That fact raised a lot of issues.
That's why I don't be going to them puffy parties. I'll be from the front and the back and just like, no. Talking about. I mean, look, if you into that, I'm fine with it. To each his own. I'm just saying, my mother on the pod.
People bring up more than just Lil Baby in these discussions. Fans frequently revisit the video of Meek Mill hopping like a bunny on a tennis court as the cameras were rolling at Rubin's request. As evidence of Rubin's peculiar influence on some rappers, the video continues to emerge later on. Meek dismissed it as a lost wager in a tennis match. However, many people thought it was a bad idea for a white millionaire to urge a black rapper to perform on cue. This incident raises more questions about Michael Rubin's identity and why he is so associated with hip-hop culture despite not even being in the music industry. An account of his unwavering ambition can be found on his Wikipedia page. He was born in Philadelphia in 1972 and raised in a Lafayette Hill Jewish family. He opened his first ski shop at the age of 14 with the help of his father and bar mitzvah funds. He was generating opportunities rather than waiting for them from the start. His career was shaped by that early hustle. After just one semester, Rubin left Villanova University, where he had temporarily enrolled through a friend's funding. He had already secured a transaction for $200,000 worth of surplus equipment by that point. He decided to take a risk and sold his ski shops to start KPR Sports. The company's sales had reached $50 million by 1995. His business endeavors ultimately resulted in the establishment of GSI Commerce, which he subsequently sold for billions of dollars. Rubin currently manages Fanatics Inc., a sports merchandise conglomerate with exclusive agreements with the NBA, NFL, MLB, Formula One, NASCAR, and WWE. Almost every aspect of professional sports branding is impacted by his reach. By listing his net worth at $10.6 billion in mid-2025, Forbes solidified his reputation as a self-made tycoon. It appears to be the ideal American dream narrative on paper. An early hustler who became a billionaire was a middle-class youngster. Although Rubin has received business awards, his personal circles continue to express disapproval. His ongoing friendship with hip-hop artists is noteworthy for someone whose wealth comes from sportswear. His appearance in viral party videos and transporting artists on private planes prove that his presence is not coincidental. Critics contend that connections rather than skill may have been the foundation of his ascent. Others criticize him for having a lifeless, even unnerving attitude, citing his icy, aloof gaze.
Absolutely one of the best human beings in the planet. Anything, he's just such a great human being, and like I love his work ethic, and also like when you hear his story, and I don't know anything about music, so when I met him the first time with Drake in the Bahamas in 2020, and he's telling me his story about, he was in jail a couple years earlier, he never rapped, and now he's got this great, kind of music career. Like, you just want to root for the guy. And I'll tell you something, I've never actually said this before. The stuff of the drunk was the most ridiculous thing in the world, right? We're at a party, everyone's drunk. It's a 13-hour party. People drink a lot of alcohol. Someone captures a picture of me jumping on his back for 1 second and then says, oh, there's something suspect about it. It's drunken guys. By the way, before cameras, we've all done it. Like, let's keep it real. By the way, you love WWE, you've done more than anybody.
He's rolled around with people in their skivvies.
Right. Exactly, by the way, I haven't gone there. But, the thing that actually killed me about that is it actually hurt his career, last year. And I felt like I've always wanted to help people make it.
He's on a good build back.
He's crushing now. And I was just with him with Trav and him in London. But it actually, the thing is, he's such an extraordinary human being, and he's such a special person. And if you think about, people who just want to hate on social media, who one picture of, a bunch of drunken people could be turned into something that it wasn't.
Rubin appears to be the focus of attention for rappers, athletes, and other well-known figures. Additionally, it doesn't seem like straightforward networking many seem eager to join his circle. This explains why so many people think his impact goes beyond commercial dealings or sports memorabilia. They see Rubin as a type of gatekeeper in elite culture, representing something deeper and more elusive. The yearly all-white Hamptons party is one of his most talked-about customs. Celebrity culture has made the event one of the most sought-after invitations. It unites icons from fashion, sports, music, and entertainment under one roof every year. The guest lists have a striking resemblance to the high-end events of the late 1990s and early 2000s. If you look closely, it seems to be an extension of an older circle rather than a brand new wave. One such person is Leonardo DiCaprio. His repeated appearances at Rubin's all-white party demonstrate that the occasion isn't just about athletes or rappers. Instead, it's a carefully curated blend of millionaire people, fashion industry leaders, and Hollywood celebrities. Everyone arrives dressed in matching white attire, adhering to the same unwritten guidelines Rubin has set. It's precisely this combination of influences that makes the event unique every year. DiCaprio was pictured at Rubin's high-profile event last summer. Jay-Z also appeared, posing with other well-known individuals. A trend emerged when images from the night surfaced. Celebrity lineups resembled those of elite parties from 20 years ago. Only now, Rubin was the one planning the entire event rather than merely being a visitor.
Out loud. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't cheat everybody up. They suck. Your buddy up suck.
Herein lies the role of the most contentious hypotheses. According to some online investigators, Rubin has assumed the position of a strong gatekeeper in the world of celebrity culture. They see his Hamptons parties as more than just socializing and sipping champagne. They imply that there is a covert influence at play, and that Rubin has tacit control over attendees. That suspicion is what sustains the online discussion. There are more sinister rumors than that. Rubin and other older, affluent people are accused by some of forcing young rappers into odd or awkward circumstances. These alleged rituals are presented as a means of gauging a person's commitment or demonstrating their resilience. Proponents of the theory maintain that pressure is more important than force. According to them, a lot of artists comply since it seems like the price of leveling up.
We have some groupies on our staff that's been talking about your parties for the last couple of days. That's dying to get to your parties.
You know what? I've actually figured out, if this Fanatics thing doesn't work out, I think I could be a good party.
Oh, man, you kidding me?
Yeah, I think...
I already got the white suit in the closet, so just let us know what, what's happening.
Yeah. So, you know what it really comes from? I love bringing people from different backgrounds together. And it's something I enjoy doing, whether it's this lunch we just talked about, whether it's my Super Bowl party, whether it's the white party. For me, it's a great time to, I enjoy bringing people from different backgrounds together. And by the way, I benefit from them because I'm always learning from people there. And so that's really where it started. We started with our Super Bowl party. And our Super Bowl party, by the way, this was this year's Super Bowl party, I was when I had many of the owners of the football teams come up and tell me this is better than the game itself, I thought, literally that's what people were saying to me. Yeah. Yeah. We are, look, I think what we like to do is bring the right people together in a room and then great things.
Survival is a driving force behind some rappers. Staying in the game means doing everything it takes to keep one's career moving forward, especially in an industry that could close its doors at any time. Others claim it's about favors or connections, and occasionally it even helps with legal disputes. Whether or not such allegations are true, the idea of billionaires exchanging devotion for power alters how people perceive these events. The parties begin to appear calculating and cease to appear innocent. However, for some artists, acceleration is more important than survival. They are striving for a faster route to the top, where enormous prizes, sold-out tours, and #1 albums begin to accumulate more quickly than anticipated. Fans are only more wary of what's going on behind the scenes as a result of that abrupt spike. The plot then takes a turn for the worst at this point. An increasing number of individuals are connecting these rumors to issues Cat Williams has been warning about for years.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not. It's weird. It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is. So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was gonna be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood that things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future.
Cat Williams asserted that these purported industry gatherings are for more than just networking. During an appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast, they include, in his opinion, odd rituals that are entirely related to control and have little to do with music or commerce. He made the suggestion that the public seldom sees a hidden aspect of Hollywood. Careers can be built, destroyed, or entirely transformed behind closed doors based on what transpires. Although Cat never gave names, his comments confirmed what many fans already suspect about these intimate events. Viral images, strange movies, and abrupt changes in the behavior of some artists once they enter those groups are all consistent with his warnings. Because of this, a lot of people are making connections online. The enigma continues to spark discussion. Whether it is a conspiracy or the truth, it remains to be seen if there is something more going on at these events or if these are merely online speculations. Though proof is more difficult to acquire, theories propagate quickly. It explains too much to overlook, according to some, while others brush it off as hyperbolic rumors. If you like this analysis, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this one. In any case, people don't appear ready to stop talking about it anytime soon. For all the most recent information and in-depth analyses you won't want to miss, stay tuned.